Hello again, everybody. This is Derek at ScreamingGoalAirsoft.com, and I'm coming to you today with just a know-it-all video, I guess. I guess this could be categorized as a know-it-all video. It's really just a... it's paintballers versus airsoft players. Okay. It's not really because... how am I going to say this? It's airsoft information for paintballers. That's what I should call it. Airsoft information for paintballers. Okay. FYI, my name is Derek. I have an online store called ScreamingGoalAirsoft.com where I am an airsoft retail online store where I sell supplies for airsoft, you know, things like that. Okay. Well, in my real world job, I work at a gun store. And at that gun store, we sell real firearms, things like that. But we also have a whole department on paintball. We also have a whole department on airsoft. Okay, well guess what? I'm in charge of all that. Guns, airsoft, paintball. And when a customer comes in and he walks over to the paintball stuff, okay, and I pull out my product knowledge, you know, I say, hey, you know, we got this Titman X7 over here, we got this Phenom, we got this Alpha Black, blah, blah, blah. And I basically just go into all the details of all the different guns and balls and masks and gear and modifications. I can go into all that stuff for paintball. That's not a problem because I know all that. But when they ask me, hey, you know, like, how do you do this? I'm like, well, I'm not a paintballer. I be honest with the guy, you know, because that's honesty is the best policy. I say, I'm actually an airsoft player. I run over and I play airsoft. And, but, you know, and then they usually, because a lot of them don't know, just say, hey, so what is all this airsoft stuff I hear about? What, you know, what, talk to me about it, you know. So then we walk over to the airsoft stuff and I kind of go, well, this is this and that and this and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Okay. So I tell them all about airsoft, why I prefer airsoft over paintball. And here's my breakdown list of why I prefer airsoft over paintball. Okay, first of all, I want to say I've never played paintball. Ever. Not once. Do I think it would be fun as hell? Yes, I think it would be great. I think it would be awesome to get out there in the field and play. Okay. When I was younger, did I want to play paintball? Yeah, I thought about it. I said, you know, I could go out and get a gun. I can get on paintball. But it just never motivated me enough to do it. I just didn't get that I didn't get that spark. I wanted to do it, you know, and if somebody invited me, I would have went, you know, that kind of stuff. Okay. Airsoft, on the other hand, as soon as I saw airsoft, I just immediately fell in love. Like, oh my God. Why? Visually, airsoft is more impressive than paintball. Paintball has a hopper, usually. It has a big hopper on the gun. You know, this big thing right here blocking your vision, okay? I know some of them are off to the side or whatever. I don't want that. I don't want a hopper. I want a scope, or I want a night sight, or, you know, I want something, some optic. Okay, that's cool. But either way, the hopper, I can't get past the hopper. It's just this big, gigantic monster thing holding like these balls that are the size of my fist. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but still. Okay, the guns. The guns look like fire hoses. Okay, they got a handle with a barrel, and that's it. Okay, maybe they've changed nowadays, but I'm just saying initially. Okay, that's what they looked like. They looked like paintball guns. That's what they looked like. They have a big gas canister. You got a gas canister screwed on the back. Boom. Get big, huge, monstrous 24-ounce gas CO2 cartridge. Whatever. Okay. That looked gay. To me. Okay. I'm just going like that. Then I look over there and I go, whoa, that's an AK-47. That's an M4. That's a MP5. I'm like, whoa, those look exactly like the real thing. And then I jumped in on them. Boom. Now, I understand there are a lot of paintball guns out there that are starting to kind of catch up to airsoft in the fact that They realize there's a market of people like me that want their guns to look realistic, and so they're trying to make them look realistic, but it's not going to happen because of the hoppers. Okay, so you get over to Airsoft, and I'm explaining to them, you know, this is why I got into it, because of the looks and the appeal. You get out in the woods and you shoot, and you got a 200 or 300 foot range with most AEGs, and you know, and I'm like, okay, you know, depending on your FPS and your, you know, if you're good or not good or whatever, and snipers go even further, and I'm basically just going into the deal, right? And telling them, you know, you get so many rounds, they go fully automatic, you know, all you have to do is recharge the battery, and okay. BBs cost pennies compared to the paintballs. Paintballs are like $1 million zillion. Like $40 for a paintball case of 2,000, you know? And I go through probably over 2,000 BBs in an Airsoft game. So I'm assuming if I was playing paintball, I'd probably do the same. And that's $40 a game. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, because in Airsoft world, I'm paying like $5. Okay, maybe not, maybe 10. But somewhere in that neighborhood. Okay, so now I got them on the technical details. Then I start talking about gameplay, like games I've been in and stuff like that, and that really hooks them. Like, oh my god, you know, that sounds cool. But then they ask me, and every single one of them, and this is the point of this video. It took me so long to get to this point. You know I'm long-winded. When it gets to this point, the paintballers always ask me this one question, and it's like, you probably out there as a paintballer, you probably already are thinking this yourself. And as an Airsoft player, you probably already know what question that paintballer is going to ask me. I mean, it's like staring us. It's like staring us in the face, just waiting. It's looming over our heads, just waiting for somebody to ask this question. And I'm going to tell you what my answer is. This is what, I'm just going to, as an example, these guys ask me, so how do you know you hit the guy? You know, how do you know you killed him? Okay, at that point, and I knew it's coming because I've got this response pretty much pre-planned. What I do is I call their integrity into question. I call their honor into question. And it pisses them off. I'm going to say it pisses them off. But I do it in a way where it makes them think. That's what I'm really trying to do. I'm really an educator. So when they ask me, this is what I say. When you're playing paintball and you're running around out there and you're cruising along because you're a paintball player, and when you're running around and you get shot, boom, in the leg, do you have to look down and see a paintball spot? Do you have to see a paint spot on your pants before you call yourself killed? Almost all of them stop for a second and go, no. And that's when I say, exactly. So when I get hit, boom, by an Airsoft BB, and it gives me that little whip, and it hits me, I don't have to look down and see a bruise. I just say, hit, I've been hit. And I pull out my red flag and I run off. So that paint is irrelevant in both games. It really is. Because it's not the shooter that calls the kill. It's the target. And the target doesn't need paint on them to know they're killed. As an Airsoft player, I don't need paint on me to tell me that I've been killed. I just need to know that I've been hit. And then I die. Now, if you play with a bunch of guys, now this is where the integrity part comes in. If you play with a bunch of guys that have to look and see if there's paint before they will call if they're dead, they're scumbags. And that's what I say. Okay, and that's all I wanted to say to you guys that are thinking about getting into Airsoft and you had that same question, you wanted to know how do we call the hits. Hopefully that answers it to you. Every time that I've played, somebody gets hit. Okay, let's back up. I was getting ready to close the video, but I got one more thing to say. They have a second question sometimes. What if they don't call the hit? What if they don't call it? I can't go up to them and say, check it out. I'm going to prove to you that you've been hit. Well, first of all, Okay, that's true. That is true. I can't go up to a guy and say, check that out, that BB hit you right there. No, I can't do that. But I've never had that problem. I'm not going to say never. I very rarely have that problem. I play in a game with 400 players, and I might encounter one guy that's like that. Maybe. If it's a bad day, you know. So most airsofters are really cool about that. Now, if you play with a bunch of paintballers that have to have a paint spot on them before they will call it dead, think about who you're playing with. That's what I'm saying. Alright, well, thank you for coming out and checking out this video. If you're thinking about getting into Airsoft, go to ScreamingEagleAirsoft.com and check out what we have for sale. And I have a ton of other videos you should be able to watch. Remember, whenever you're out there on either field, paintball or Airsoft, play safe.